Welcome to Neural Nexus Podcast, where we explore the hottest topics shaping the world. Let's dive in.
Have you ever just stopped and really thought about it? How many people are watching YouTube every single month?
It's kind of wild, right?
It's billions. Literally billions. And there are all these creators out there, just ordinary people making a living, like a real living from making videos.
Yeah, it's a whole economy, a creator economy.
It's pretty inspiring, If you've ever, even for a second, thought about starting your own channel, maybe even earning a little something from it. Well, we're diving into that today.
We've been going through a ton of tips and tricks for, well, honestly, for everyone. Whether you're brand new, just got your phone and thinking about hitting record, or you've posted a few things, but, kind of want to get serious about it.
Because it's so easy to get overwhelmed, right? There's just so much information out there. So in this deep dive, we're going to try to cut through all the noise and give you the essentials.
The stuff that really matters. The stuff that'll actually make a difference.
Yeah, exactly. Take that thing you're passionate about, the thing you could talk about for hours.
Everyone's got one.
And help you turn it into something that could actually build an online presence. And, who knows, maybe even make some money along the way.
So we're going to lay out 5 key areas. These are like the building blocks of a successful YouTube channel.
The cornerstones, yeah. So let's dive into the first one, which is all about finding your niche. And we're not just talking about picking a broad topic. We're talking about being laser focused.
Right. It's got to be specific.
Like way more specific than you might think. Like don't just say, oh, I'm into travel. You need to go deeper than that. What kind of travel? What really excites you? What could you go on and on about?
Because there's got to be an audience for it, too.
Yeah.
Right? That's the other side of the coin. You've got to find that sweet spot where your passion overlaps with what people actually want to watch.
Exactly. And it's proven, that being specific works. YouTube's own Creator Academy says channels with a really clearly defined focus grow like 30% faster in their first year. That's huge.
That's a big difference. So instead of just cooking, maybe it's vegan meal prep or baking sourdough bread or, whatever it is. But you got to drill down to that niche.
Right. And there are tools that can actually help you with this. Like, have you ever used Google Trends?
Oh, yeah. Google Trends is great for that. And TubeBuddy.
Yeah, TubeBuddy too. Those can give you an idea of what people are searching for, what's trending. Spend a little time with those tools. See if you can find that magic intersection between what you love and what people are looking for.
And once you've got your niche, you got to stick with it. Consistency is key. People need to know what to expect from you and when to expect it. All right, cornerstone number 2, investing in some basic gear and upping your production quality.
Now, when I say invest, I don't mean you need to go out and buy a bunch of fancy equipment. You can get started with surprisingly little. I mean, most smartphones these days, like the iPhone 13, the Samsung Galaxy, shoot in 4K.
Amazing, right? You probably have a phenomenal camera just sitting in your pocket.
Exactly. But there are a couple of things that, don't cost a lot, but can make a huge difference.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Audio. Oh my gosh, audio is so important. Have you ever watched a video where the sound was just terrible?
Let's take out of there.
Right. It's so distracting. A simple clip-on mic, you can get one for $20. It's a game changer.
People are more forgiving about video quality than audio quality. It's true.
Seriously. And then lighting. A ring light like those ones everyone's using, you can snag one for $30 and it just makes you look so much better. It's not about being glamorous. It's about being clear and easy to see.
It's all about presentation.
And when it comes to editing, you don't need expensive software. There are some really good free options. DaVinci Resolve is one. CapCut is another. Really powerful stuff.
Yeah, there's no excuse for bad editing these days. And it's important because, YouTube says videos with higher production quality get 50% more watch time in the first 90 days. So it really does pay off.
And you don't have to be perfect, just clear. All right, cornerstone number 3, thumbnails and titles. This is where the magic happens, where you actually get people to click on your videos.
This is the storefront.
Yeah.
This is what people see first.
Right. You could make the most amazing video in the world, but if your thumbnail is boring and your title is bland, no one's going to watch it.
Imagine you're at the store. Which product are you going to pick up? The one with the flashy, eye-catching packaging or the one that looks like it's from 1950?
It's branding, right? It's all about grabbing attention. So what makes a good thumbnail? Bright colors, big text, close-ups of you looking excited or intrigued or even a little shocked, depending on the video. You can also use text on the thumbnail, if you're doing a travel video and something crazy happened, you could have a picture of you looking stressed and text that says, I almost got arrested or something like that.
Curiosity. Yeah, make people wonder what's going to happen.
Totally. And then the title needs to be catchy too. Like 5 hacks you'll wish you knew sooner is way more compelling than just some cool tips.
You're promising value to the viewer. That's what they're looking for.
And YouTube's algorithm actually rewards videos with high click-through rates. So if people are clicking on your video, that tells YouTube, hey, this is good stuff, show it to more people.
Makes sense, right? It's data-driven.
And you know what? We've heard from creators that a good thumbnail and title combo can boost views by as much as 40%. That's not nothing. So play around, see what works.
Definitely. Test things out. See what your audience responds to.
Yeah.
Okay, cornerstone number 4 is all about consistency and, kind of working with the algorithm, not against it. Because YouTube, like any platform, has its preferences.
It likes to see certain things, and if you do those things, it rewards you. The big one is a consistent upload schedule. Pick a day, pick a time, and stick to it.
Doesn't have to be every day, but regular uploads are crucial. YouTube loves to see that you're committed. It shows them you're serious about creating content, and they're more likely to recommend your videos to other viewers.
And think about it. If you were YouTube, wouldn't you want to promote the channels that are, like, reliably putting out good content?
Of course. It keeps people on the platform longer.
Exactly. And then how long should your videos be? This is a tricky one. There's no magic number, but we've seen a lot of success with videos around the 10 to 15-minute mark. That seems to be a good sweet spot for maximizing watch time, which is another thing YouTube really cares about.
And don't forget about all the optimization stuff. Tags, descriptions, end screens.
All that good stuff. You got to use the right keywords so people can actually find your videos, write detailed descriptions that actually tell people what the video is about, and use end screens to link to your other videos or playlists so people will stick around and watch more of your stuff.
You got to create that ecosystem, keep people in your world.
Totally. And don't forget about YouTube Analytics. That's your gold mine of information. You can see who's watching your videos, how long they're watching for, where they're dropping off. Pay attention to that stuff. It's super valuable.
Like those retention graphs. Those can show you exactly where people are losing interest. Maybe you need to edit out a certain section, or maybe you need to make your intro a little snappier. The data tells you what to tweak.
It's all about understanding your audience, right? And then you can use that information to make your future videos even better.
And speaking of reaching people, vidIQ says channels that post weekly hit 1,000 subscribers twice as fast as channels that post less regularly. So consistency really does pay off, especially when it comes to monetization.
Which brings us to our 5th and final cornerstone, making money from your channel. And a lot of people, their goal is to get into the YouTube Partner Program.
Yeah, that's kind of the gold standard. And to get in, you need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year.
It's a bar to cross. But once you hit those numbers, you can start running ads on your videos and actually earn money. And how much can you earn, you ask? Well, it varies, but it's usually somewhere between $3 to $5 per 1,000 views.
It depends on a bunch of stuff, though. Your niche, your audience, even the time of year can affect ad rates.
But here's the thing. You shouldn't just rely on ad revenue. Our research is very clear on this. Diversification is key. You need multiple income streams.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Exactly. One easy way to diversify is affiliate marketing. Like, if you're reviewing products, you can put affiliate links in your description. So if someone clicks on your link and buys the product, you get a commission. Amazon's a great place to start with this.
Yeah, their commission rates are pretty decent, like 1 to 10%, depending on the product.
And as your channel grows and you build a loyal following, you can start looking at other things like channel memberships or Patreon.
Those are great ways to get direct support from your fans. Like, they pay a monthly fee, and in return, they get exclusive content, behind-the-scenes stuff, maybe even the chance to interact with you directly.
And sponsorships are huge, too. Even if you don't have millions of subscribers, you might be surprised at how many brands are willing to pay for a shout-out or a product placement in your videos. We've seen deals ranging from, like, $100 to over $1,000, depending on your audience and engagement.
It's crazy, right? And the interesting thing is, a lot of really successful YouTubers, they only make about 30% of their income from ads.
The rest comes from merch, sponsorships, fan support, all those other avenues we talked about.
Oh yeah, diversify early. Don't wait until you're huge to start thinking about other income streams.
Great advice. All right, so let's do a quick recap of our 5 cornerstones. Number 1, find your niche, that ultra-specific thing you're passionate about, and stick to it.
Nail it down.
Number 2, invest in some basic gear, especially a good microphone and a decent light.
Presentation matters.
Number 3, master the art of creating eye-catching thumbnails and attention-grabbing titles.
That's your first impression. Make it count.
Number 4, post consistently and learn how to play nice with the algorithm.
Consistency and optimization. Can't forget those.
And number 5, start thinking about monetization early on and diversify your income streams beyond just ads.
Don't rely on just one thing. Spread it out.
Now we know building a YouTube channel takes work. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. But look at people like Mr. Beast, right?
Started from nothing, now he's got, what, 100 million subscribers?
It's insane, but it shows that it's possible. And by focusing on these 5 cornerstones, you're setting yourself up for success. So what are you waiting for? Grab your phone, grab your camera, whatever you've got. What's that video idea that's been bouncing around in your head?
That's the first step. Get it out there. And while you're at it, think about this. Beyond views and ads, what unique value can you offer your audience?
What can you give them that no one else can?
Something that could become its own source of income, its own form of engagement. It's about building something real, something that lasts.
So think about that. What's your unique contribution going to be?